Now I want to show you how to align the main shaft in an absolute vertical position. As you can see, I mounted the Soko Kit in position 1. In short, there is no head stopper disc on the Goblin, so mount it in position 2, pull off the linkage here, and kinda drop it down here so the ball has a stable position in relation to the main shaft. I placed the Goblin on a stable surface. I also added a battery pack here so it is not tail heavy. Just make sure to get the most stability possible. You should be also able to turn the head 360 degrees and read the display in all positions. First step, of course, turn on the Soko gauge. According to the instructions for the setup procedure, turn the head so the ball here faces to the back of the helicopter. Next, ensure a right angle between the main blade axis and the longitudinal axis of the helicopter. When done, read the Soko gauge display, and I have an angle here of 65.8 degrees. Next step is to turn the head 180 degrees, so the ball faces to the front. Again, make sure you get a right angle between the main blade axis and the longitudinal axis of the helicopter. The angle in this position is 68.9. 68.9. According to the formula in the instructions, I add up both angles, 65.8 plus 68.9, and divide the result by 2. The result is 67.35. 0.35 is not possible, of course, so I go with 67.3. We will find out eventually if 0.3 or 0.4 is the right angle for this helicopter. We have now our target angle, and the ball is facing to the front, and the angle here was higher than the angle facing to the back. This means we have to lean the helicopter a little bit to the back. The best way to do this is to take some sheets of paper and put them under the skids at the front. Now let's read the new angle. It's 67.7. With 67.7 we are still higher than 67.3, so we have to use a little bit more paper. We are now at 67.5. We are getting closer. Just grab some more sheets. 67.5 again, so take a little bit more. Here we go, 67.3. So keep it this way. Now just a quick check when the ball is facing to the back. I read here 67.2. Okay, so maybe we have to go with a different angle or let the skids settle down on the paper a little bit. At the front again we are at 67.4. So again, take some sheets of paper. Now I read 67.3 at the front. Turn the head again and 67.3 at the back. Done. The main shaft is now along the longitudinal axis of the helicopter in spirit level, because I have the same angle of 67.3 at the front and at the back. The nick axis is done, so let's do the same procedure for the roll axis. Turn the head 90 degrees. The ball has to face to the left side. Again, make sure that the head is aligned properly. Now I read 67.2, so that's pretty close. Turn the head so the ball faces to the right. 67.4. The angle is higher when the ball is facing to the right side. This means we have to put some paper under the right skid. It's still 67.4. I need some more paper. Unfortunately, there isn't any left. I just fold this sheet a couple of times. $67.3, perfect. Turn the head again. 67.3. Now let's do the final check. Turn the head and stop at any position. 67.3. 67.3. 67.3. It doesn't matter at which position I stop, the angle is always the same. This means the main shaft is now in absolute vertical position in all directions. The last thing I like to mention is about flybarless units with a self-level or bailout feature. It is now perfect to recalibrate the sensors, recalibrate the self-level feature. This will learn your flybarless unit the position of the helicopter when it is in absolute vertical spirit level. In other words, when the main shaft is in absolute vertical spirit level.